With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Returning it, Justice Hill. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ball carrier.
These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But where that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. He was 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's caught, Nelson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Henry on the carry.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And 5. at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Derrick Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. Henry, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And it'll move the chains. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Dobbins give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check right. Watching you fly. Let's go, D. Big series right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle made.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 13.
Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
This is Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Flush to his right. And an incomplete pass.
Jackson on the keeper.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 35 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Again, he finds an opening. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go. Lady!
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good for a moment.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Dobbins. And he lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And some room to work. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jadeveon Clowney brought him down.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 31. Check 31. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Henry. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the end zone, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line.
Downs.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 17, Titans 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
It's gonna take it, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the safe boy. Today's make believe. I'm a one to the bread until we all become buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And the Titans 1st down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Come on,
Second and 10. Tannehill once more. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
First down, Titans.
To the air again, Tannehill. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Check.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick pass to Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Paul Richardson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Ravens 17, Titans 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
For the Ravens.
Nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off play action, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. Fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Tannehill now to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now it's Tannehill. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Check right. 40's the line. Squeeze.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.